Well, 3 games into Sky Bet League 2, far too early then to be drawing any kind of conclusions. But Swindon showed us signs at the end of last season that they really could be a force. And Saturday's win against Oldham means Ian Holloway's side are right up in the chasing pack at the start of the campaign. And who would bet against him winning another promotion after his brilliant work with both Crystal Palace and Blackpool? Barnet steamrolled the National League on their way to winning the title last time around, but the step up to League 2, well, that's proved to be pretty tough so far. The numbers don't lie, he's played 3 and lost 3 and scored only 1. And tonight's game will be tough, but this Swindon team is very gettable, especially for a team that scored 97 goals last season. Slicker's clearance away, straight to Oldacre. Lovely touch from him, he's going for goal. And he's only put it wide by an inch or 2 in the end. Swindon's new signing here picked up the ball from Slicker and had only one thing in mind. Lovely feet here. Skillfully done, didn't quite have the accuracy though with the shot. Drynan's head up, once and twice, and now Smith holds off the challenge. Smith for Swindon, runs into goalkeeper Slicker, and then he manages to pick up the second effort too. Drynan also unable to find a way past the keeper after Smith had done ever so well. Drynan's touch, wanted it back, was looking for the 1-2. Been very busy so far. Here is Snowden. Snowden to Drynan here, and Slicker came a long way. Drynan going for goal. Keeper back on his line, able to recover and push away for a corner. Well, just for a moment there, Barnet fans must have had hearts in mouth. Kieran Slicker came out to get to the ball and got nowhere close here. Then he retreated, but Drynan, well, he took a bit too long to get the ball out from under his feet and set himself for the shot. Well, Ian Holloway's side have certainly been the more positive of the two so far. Hartigan to deliver this free kick. Lovely ball in. Beyond the reach of everybody, though, and quickly it's sent away by Connor Ripley. Oldacre. Hibachi man waiting in the middle. Here comes Drynan. Well, it was over the head of Slicker, but it was over the top of the bar as well. Lightning quick Swindon break. Oldacre did really well here to find Drynan. He is in the mood for it tonight, but he can't quite test the goalkeeper, and over it goes. Hartigan's ball punched away by Ripley and recycled by Shelton. Hartigan gets another go, and Smith, well, he's so good in both boxes, he's back there. Ripley with a firm punch away, and then a decent delivery, but the player to reach it is Smith for Swindon. Hartigan again to the back post, and Ripley has to punch again to keep Barnet at bay. And he did well, the Swindon Town goalkeeper. Hawkins pulling away at the far post. Ripley was alert to it. Canu's up and under. Hawkins chasing. Now Stead, room for the shot, and that wasn't really the one that he was hoping for. Our senior looking for his first goal for the club, but he'll have to wait for that. Now the chase is on. Hibachi man up against Canu, who's done ever so well. Wonderful defending from the Barnet player to get the ball back. And it's thumped on its way by Slicker. Nice glancing touch, and Stead is in, and Stead runs into Ripley, who makes a marvellous save. While last season's top goal scorer for Barnet looked as though he was about to open his account in Sky Bet League 2. Brilliant here from Hawkins, may have got a touch off of right too, and then Stead's quickly smothered by Ripley. Here is Will Wright. We know he can hit them. It fizzes all the way through. And it's watched all the way by Slicker. There was an opening here. Wright saw it, went for the corner and missed it. Not by too much. It's been a far better performance from Barnet here. The best we've seen from them so far this season. Slicker's long ball. That's a good header. It was looking pretty dangerous. Sliding instead can only put the effort wide. Nice delivery from Slicker. Stead's touch though, not the one he was hoping for. And the ball is drilled out towards the left-hand side. Galvin's ball in, and it may drop here for the chance, and it does. But Glover never really caught it. There was a slight deflection on it before he could hit it, and it made the save that bit easier for Connor Ripley. Another promising run down that left-hand side by Galvin, and a really good chance at the end of it. Wilson Brown back to Ripley. And Swindon, for now, finds some safety. Brilliant ball right through the middle of the Barnet defence. And Smith tangles with Kieran Slicker, and Slicker not so happy with the trailing leg. And Smith remains down. How much genuine contact with his knee was there? Well, Swindon do have options on the bench, but that's not really the concern. Their star man going off here. Harry Smith is the one who is replaced. Gavin Kilkenny, the former Bournemouth midfielder, is back in the fold and on the field here. Swindon have room, plenty of it, and it's a very good chance indeed. But it's straight at the goalkeeper, Kieran Slicker from Butterworth. Glatzel found him well here. Never really got behind the effort, comfortable save. That's a brilliant pass. Well, that's a decent ball, but Cano is there, and, well, he had to get his timing spot on there, and it looked as though he did. That's a big up and under. And Ripley has spilled it here, and Glover can't catch hold, and now he's gone down, and the referee has given Barnet... Oh, I thought he'd given a penalty. For a moment it looked as though he'd pointed to the spot, but it's not a penalty. Well, the big up and under here, and the most relieved man in the stadium will be Connor Ripley. He got that all wrong. Collins launching again, and it's a risky header, and it's a wonderful finish. Osadebe at full stretch, sending into the corner. Barnet are on top. Barnet are back in the Football League, and that may just be the first win of their return to the Football League, and it's a cracker. A wonderful strike. Will Wright in all sorts of trouble as he glances the header straight to Osadebe, and he plants one in the corner. Dean Brennan and his Barnet team heading for their first victory since returning to the Football League. Ball is angled into a very good area. What a vital challenge that was. Hooked away from under the nose of goalkeeper Kieran Slicker. Well, that was looking really worrying from a Barnet perspective, but it's the goal scorer. Again, Osadebe, but this time on defensive duty, and look at that, a vital touch, taking no risk whatsoever. And unbelievably, there is not a Swindon defender close, and there it is. The winning goal for Barnet, their first 3 points since their return to the Football League. It's coming. Well, time seemed to stand still. Slicker's long ball over the head of just about everybody. What were the Swindon Town defenders doing here? They have stopped in their tracks to allow Adeniran to march through in on goal. His first goal for the club could not be a more important one for this club. Barnet are back in business. Well, it has been a long, winding road to here for Barnet. Back in business in the Football League with their first 3 points of the season. Tonight always looked as though Swindon would be favourites to win the contest, but what a substitution. Bringing on Osadebe proved to be. Scored the goal to set them on their way. Adeniran with a second. There was a vital clearance away by Osadebe as well. Inside the penalty area to prevent a Swindon equaliser. What a night for Dean Brennan and his team. It finishes here, Swindon 0, Barnet 2.